Maybe.
We should be live. Welcome back, guys, to the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle. I'm actually joined here with Detroit Lenny again today. Once again, Nick, very lame in class. Shame on him. No,
who does that?
Hey, I know, right? Who does that?
Getting an education and stuff. Who does these things? What kind of future society are we going to have when we have, young adults like Nick Earle he's getting an education?
I know, right?
I don't even think people did that anymore.
No, but in all seriousness, we got Detroit Lenny with us again today. We got some baseball to talk about. We'll talk. We have 2 talking points to start off the stream. First one being, you know what? How are you doing today? I'm gonna share out, and then we got 2 things to discuss, and then we'll jump into the games. Go ahead.
I'm doing good. I've been awake for approximately 37 minutes. I got up, threw some water on my face, threw my glass on. I got my little scruffle going with the beard. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like today's gonna be another good day. After those Dodgers saved my butt last night. But
Dodgers kind of annoyed me a little bit last night because I could have easily had a winning night. Instead, it pushed, so a slightly losing night for me overall. But speaking of good nights, the last time Lenny was on with us, I have to say this, 6-0. That's a lot for you to work up to.
It really was. It was no joke.
Reciprocate. Now, can you do it again today?
No, absolutely not. I mean,
You're supposed to say yes.
Yeah. I gave you guys more picks today. I mean, I think I got 8 picks or something. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Well, I got 10 picks today, so we're going 10-0, folks. Lex will put them all on a parlay. It'll be all crazy and stuff.
Oh, yeah. By the way, all of our plays are scrolling on the bottom between me, Lenny, and then Nick's plays are also, he sent me them this morning, so I have them all. I have them all on the picture that he sent. So I just copied and pasted them just so that he has them for the records, because he likes to be able to, because we have our records every day that are this, so that we know how we're doing this year, and all of our numbers, so that all of you guys know how we're doing so far this year. So he wanted that in as well. So, but before we jump into all the good action for tomorrow, or for today, how about them Baltimore Orioles? First win since August 2nd. A nice comeback win against the Angels last night. Luckily, I laid off of that game. Did you not? You did not lay off of it. I will say I almost put a sizable amount of money on the Angels last night, but I decided not to. And after it started off 2-0, I'm like, good thing I didn't. And then I saw them go up, the Angels go up 6-2. I'm like, man, but I wish I bet on it. Later on, I see 10-6 final. I'm like, oh, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, I bet it, and I bet it on the run line, and it didn't work out in no way, shape, or form for me at all.
At least you were smart and put on the run line instead of betting that -200 money line.
Yeah, I didn't do any of that.
That would have been dumb.
But I did. What I did do was, I lost on the run line. But I've been talking a lot of smack about Baltimore, and you have too. I mean, we're talking about our tiers. Yeah. Baltimore's bottom one. We all have. And that's what happens when you lose 18, 19 games in a row. 19. A lot of people talk trash about you. So, that being said, I didn't think Baltimore would win another game in August. Okay, more or less yesterday's game. So,
yeah, I was looking at their schedule. I'm like, well, Angels should be able to sweep them, and then who else do they get to play soon? I was pulling up their schedule, and I'm like, well, they had yesterday the series against Angels. I'm like, they're gonna get swept. Probably get swept by the Rays, the Blue Jays, the Yankees. I was gonna say their next win could have been in one of those 4-game series, one of the 4 games in that 4-game series of Kansas City between the 6th and the 9th of September. But Hey, they proved us wrong. Of course, leave it to the Angels to ruin a good thing.
Oh, yeah, right. But hey, I'm on them today.
Well, it makes sense. You don't just fade them because I lost one game. I mean, I did, but that's not the point. But also one more thing before we jump in. What was his name? Gavin Greer.
Gavin Weir.
Weir. There it is.
Weir.
Hold on, I'm gonna try to find him. Gavin
Weir. Weir.
Yep. Okay. I wanted to see. All right. In the Little League World Series, he has thrown. He threw his 4th no-hitter of the summer yesterday.
Yeah. Twice the second in the Little League World Series. Yeah.
Yeah, he has allowed just 1 hit in his last 8 games. And has struck out 114 out of 132 batters. What?
Yeah. It's like something of video game numbers or something.
Yeah.
Like he made his character and molded it out of every... I mean, the kid's pitching 70-plus miles an hour. He's reaching low 70s on his breaking ball stuff. There's some minor league pitchers that are doing that. I mean, the kid's 12.
Yeah.
He looks like he's like 18. Somebody should check his records. But he's lights out. Like, lights out, man. So, and he doesn't pitch for the rest of the weekend, but I guarantee you when he does, I'm pitching on the under. I think he pitches next Tuesday. I want to see him pitch against Hawaii.
There's no more betting odds for Little League World Series futures to see the odds on San Diego to win the entire thing at this point.
No, they're down to like the last 4 or 5 teams or something.
Oh, I have no clue. I haven't really been paying attention that much to it.
They're down to like the final 4 or 6 or something.
That's kind of cool though. We figured we'd mention a couple of these things just to get a little bit of a opener because it is a lighter slate game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Only 12 games today in the MLB compared to a normal 15. And trust me, later on in the season when we get playoff baseball, NBA, NHL, college basketball, college football, NFL, me and Nick are going to have like 2-hour-long shows. So it's a lighter slate for us. We'll get to start off with this matchup. Angels trying to rebound after a loss to the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore won their first game, obviously, since August 2nd. We just mentioned that. Angels minus 116 in this game, total of 10.5. What are we thinking?
I'm looking for the Angels to bounce back in this situation, heavy. I got the Angels on the money line. That's where I'm going with this. I mean, I don't see them losing. It's not that I think they're going to win. I don't see the Orioles winning back-to-back games. Like, I don't know that stat, but I'd be curious to see if that has happened all year.
I'll look it up as you
look it up. I don't know if they've won back-to-back games. I would assume they have. Yeah. But I would also assume it's been a while. So, and I don't think they're going to do it against the Angels today. So, I actually have the Yurfee in that one. I think there's a run scored in that game right away. I think it's by the Angels, and I like the Angels on the money line.
Yeah, and you brought this on yourself. Last time Baltimore won 2 games consecutively was
against the Angels.
Nope, July 30th and 31st. And worse for you, against the Detroit Tigers.
Oh, well, there you have it. That's a fake stat because Tigers don't really count. So there you go. I believe it. Damn it.
You brought it on yourself, just for the record. But for this one, I pass on.
I do that a lot.
One of the big things is the line movement for this one. The Baltimore Orioles opened up at a plus 141. They are now a plus 104. A lot of money has come in on Baltimore. Very scary. That being said, it would probably lean towards the not the Dodgers, Angels. I looked at Los Angeles. Probably a lean towards the Angels today. I did not get involved in this one, and then Nick likes the first 5 in this one for the Angels. So 2 out of the 3 of us on the Angels. I think that's good enough.
I like the first 5.
I just didn't put money on it. I don't really trust Barrera, however you pronounce his name. And coming off a loss, I don't know. We'll see.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, let's jump to the chat real quick. Say hi to everybody. Latoya Wilson, good morning, guys. Finally won from one of my plays last night. Ready to keep the winning streak going. Let's get it.
Bang, bang, bang.
Facebook user says, hi, guys. LA killed me last night. I'm guessing he's talking about the Angels. I would imagine.
Yeah.
I was considering the over, but I'm laying off today. 10.5 is a little bit high. Granted, look at the score last night, so that's fine.
Yeah.
You did Angels first 5. Gotcha. Yeah. A rough one
Probably
for a lot of
bet.
people because I remember watching Morning Wood yesterday, and a lot of people had the Angels.
A lot of people are sad today about the Angels run line.
That they are. But yeah, I passed on this one. I'll have a play on this next game though. But we'll go ahead and move on. Oh, Angels bounce back. That's what we're thinking. Reds killed you last night. I didn't bet that Reds game last night, but we get it again today. Reds and the Brewers as our second game of the day. 2:00 start for this one. Minus 113 for the Brewers, slight favorites. Total of 8.5 in this game. For this one, we get Sonny Gray taking on Brett Anderson. And Milwaukee is looking for the sweep. And the big thing is, I think they get it. I mean, Anderson has not been... He got hit hard his last couple outings. 3 runs in 5 innings. That was all right. It was against Washington. 6 runs in 3 innings against Pittsburgh. A little bit concerning. But before that, 1 run in 5 innings. 1 run in 5.2 innings. And no runs in 6 innings. So he has been pitching a little bit better. Just that one bad game against Pittsburgh. Can't really put that one up against him too bad. I'm going with Milwaukee in this one. I got them to sweep. I got it at a minus 105 last night. But I'm down with the minus 113 now. It shouldn't be that close of a pick 'em at this point. Brewers to sweep today.
Yeah, I'm behind you on that. I took the Brewers first 5 on the run line, plus the half a run. I got it at about minus 130-ish, and I was okay with that. I think nobody's scared of Sonny Gray. I don't think anybody's really been scared of Sonny Gray for years. Still a serviceable pitcher, but I think the Brewers just have Cincy's number, and Cincy's best spot of winning, I think, a game in this series was yesterday. And that didn't work out. So I'm on the first 5 on the run line. Plus the half a run.
Yeah, Cincinnati has just not been good against Milwaukee this year. But luckily for Cincinnati and their wild card hopes, Dodgers have been helping them out the past couple of days with the Padres. So, and then keep in mind, I think, who does Cincinnati get to play this weekend? Marlins. So, and they just 4 games swept the Marlins. So, I will be back on Cincinnati again tomorrow. But I got Milwaukee for today.
I think Milwaukee's just a better team.
Oh, 100%. 100% right now. Honestly, I could see Milwaukee possibly making the World Series this year. And it's just their core pitching. Well, yeah. If you look at it, if you get a 7-game series, most likely they're going to run a 3-man rotation, maybe 4 if they need to get to Brett Anderson. I doubt it, because they'll have Woodruff, Burns, and Peralta. And that is a very dangerous core.
Run through that.
And I think Milwaukee has the best shot of giving the Dodgers a run for their money.
I'd like to watch that matchup.
I would love to see that NLCS. Right. But we'll go ahead and move on. This is another good matchup for today. We get the Chicago White Sox taking on the Toronto Blue Jays. This one is essentially a pick-em. It opened a pick-em. It's still a pick-em. And we get a total of 8.5, not 8 in this game. I was about to say 8 does not seem right. That's what happens when I quickly type up stuff. Total of 8.5. Is it actually an 8 even now? On covers it says 8.5.
Wait, hold on. Oh no, I refreshed. It was 8 earlier, but now 8.5.
8.5. That's what I figured. We get Carlos Rendon taking on Hung Jing Ryu.
Bless you.
I'll let you go first on this one.
This series has been great. Really, the last 2 days. I mean, both those games have been really close, really good games. Back and it's been some good pitching matchups. I like this game. I'm really going on the White Sox first 5 on the run line. I think the White Sox are a better team. I said this last week when Tigers played Toronto. I think Toronto is overrated. I think their record's inflated. I like the White Sox here. I like them on the first 5 plus a half a run. And I think that last I got that at like minus 145, so it was just under my 150 line. And then I also I took Nerfy in this game. I did, and the Nerfy in this game is at minus 125 is where I had it. So I like the Nerfy in this game. I don't think there's a whole lot of runs here at all.
Oh no, I'm all over that boat. I got the under in this one. Looking at this matchup, both teams have been trending heavy under lately, including the first 3 games of this series. This is a 4-game series, and all 3 of them have gone under and way under. This series, I expect nothing less. 3 straight games going under for the White Sox, 6 straight for the Toronto Blue Jays. The pitching has been solid, and we get another really good pitching matchup today between Carlos Rendon and Hung Jing Ryu. So I do expect another lower scoring game, and that's why I grabbed the under in this one. It's 8.5. I think this ends up being another 3-1 type game. So under, and probably a slight lean towards the White Sox in this one as well. But I like the under mostly. Yeah. We'll go ahead and jump into some of the 7 o'clock games now, because those are the 3 early ones at 1, 2, and 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll start off with the St. Louis and Pittsburgh now. This one is a St. Louis minus 165 favorite. Total of 8.5 in this game. Line movement, it opened up at a 9 for the total. Now it's dropped to an 8.5, so keep that one in mind. And it opened up with St. Louis being a 167, now they're 165. So no real line movement there. You got anything in this one?
I don't. I didn't like it. I'm not a fan of it. I mean, you got who's on the mound here? I got
Miles Mikolas for the Cardinals and Mitch Keller for the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of either team. I think St. Louis's record is also kind of inflated. I don't think they're that great of a team. They're barely above 500, and I don't think that's worthy.
I understand that one. I'm going to be adding a play to my card now. I didn't have this one bet earlier, but I'll have a bet from this game now. I'm going to go under in this one, under the 8.5 at minus 104. And main reason behind that one is these 2 teams have been struggling to hit. Both teams heavy under lately. I'll explain in 2 seconds. I'm just putting it in the chat. Minus 4. Looking at it, I don't really care about the pitchers. Honestly, they could be the Little League pitchers, and that's fine. St. Louis, 3 have gone under 6 out of their last 10 games. Pittsburgh, under 7 out of their last 10 games. Both of them struggling to hit. And then when they played each other, I believe they just played each other last week. They played each other for 3 games, and they went under in 2 of those games and a push in one of them when they played recently. I'm expecting another under series. St. Louis doesn't hit all that well. Pittsburgh is Pittsburgh, and adding it to my card, St. Louis, Pittsburgh under the 8.5. And I know for this one, last game Nick did like the White Sox and Toronto first 5 under. And he also, the previous game, likes Milwaukee first 5 money line. And then Nick likes the St. Louis Cardinals first 5 -0.5 at -115 in this one. Figure I'd say that as well. So mention his play a little bit too. Seems like an under kind of day for most part. Yeah, no. Keep in mind some of these. You just got to follow trends, and if a lot of these teams are going heavy under, heavy under, heavy under, I'm gonna stick with going the under. So. But yeah, I grabbed the and I missed my line a little bit. It was at 9 last night, 8.5 now. Not a big deal. I still like the under in this one. Which will bring us to our next game. This one's the Arizona Diamondbacks, Philadelphia Phillies. This one is our best bet, or me and Nick's best bet, over at picksandparleys.net. Which we had another solid. I'll mention this real quick. I know I don't shout out premium stuff that often. 3-0 night last night. Me and Nick are now second on the last 7 days. We're 18-12, up $573. And in our last 30 days, we're number 1 on the site, 65.52, up almost 14.5 units. So premium plays have been hitting solid lately. We got another 7 of them today, 4 in the MLB, 3 in the WNBA. So all that linked in the description. And this 7 plays will be known as a light day come October, November, December, because we could have.
It'll be like a day off.
Yeah, because sometimes we'll have 7 to 9 college basketball plays alone for premiums and stuff. Especially because with as many games as there are, we're only going to be going over like 5 of them in the stream. So
yeah. And you know what? Quick note: you should mention it more because we talk a lot about on every show we do. I don't care if it's this show or Picks and Parlay show or whatever show. We talk a lot about value and everything like that. And there's value on those premium plays. And if you think about it, they give you guys good content all day on multiple shows, and then they take the cherries off the top of all of them and they give it to you in your premium play. It's worth it. There's value there. We talk about value. There's value there. That's all
keep in mind.
That's all I'll say about that.
There is that link in the description. That is 50% off a 7-day package. Also, I believe if you use the code NCAA on top of this, you can get 7 days. I believe it's like $71. So it's about $10 a day. That's
not bad.
Just for watching the show. Because if people don't watch the show, they don't get that. And a 7-day pass is normally like $189 or something. So
there's only one rule to that. You actually have to hit the like button.
Oh, I mean, duh. I mean, if you're here already,
I just want to say it. I just want to throw it out there and make sure it's out there for everybody.
Get it. But we'll go ahead and keep on keeping on. Next game we got is the San Francisco Giants in New York facing the Mets. San Francisco Giants, a -115 favorite. 8.5 is the total in this game. We get Alex Wood versus Carlos Carrasco. And I'll go first for this one. I like the under. I've liked the under. With the Mets and under go together like peanut butter and jelly at this point because
fair enough.
Because they don't hit. That's it. The Mets love to leave the bases loaded. They love to ground out into double plays to end innings. They don't hit. They don't hit. I know it might seem a little biased and everything because I am a Mets fan and I am absolute shit talking my Mets. They suck. They suck right now. Also, well, I will say MLB hates them because you
got a rough schedule.
Yeah, they played the Dodgers and the Giants for 14 games in 15 days or something, and then I looked at the Braves schedule. They had yesterday off and they have today off. They have 2 days off.
That's nice. In a row.
And ready? Big travel day. They went from Atlanta to Atlanta. Yeah, I don't care. At this point, the Mets kind of screwed themselves with that horrible run. I think they've won 2 games in the last 14 days or something. It's got to be Giants or nothing in this one. In terms of the side, there's no way I'm backing the Mets. And the fact that it's close to a pick 'em is a little bit weird to me. seems like a little bit of a trap spot, but I like the under. They're going to stay under. Work it from there.
Are you worried about San Francisco hitting the ball?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think anybody else is, but I figured I'd play devil's advocate because you talked about how New York can't hit. And when I looked at this game, I thought San Francisco can't hit the ball. And I went under, I'm leaning under. I don't have a play in this. Tim probably talked me into just betting the over instead of betting San Francisco because I didn't like the trap situation maybe. So, if anything, I'm going to put money on the under, but I don't have a play in this game.
Well, and you ask about San Francisco. Sorry, I forgot to mention this. Mets under 7 out of their last 10. San Francisco under 8 out of their last 10. So, no, they have not been able to hit that well lately.
Yeah, nobody's afraid of Alex Wood. Or Cookie. Oh, he plays for Tigers.
Garcia plays for the Tigers?
No, he used to. That's baby Miggy Cabrera. That's what they used to call him. He looks like a young, fatter Miggy Cabrera.
Honestly, I don't even know who he plays for, but he thinks he gets another home run.
He plays for Milwaukee, I think.
That's right. I don't remember all the lineups identical, so.
Yeah,
good morning, Tiffany. It's kind of hard to remember every single thing, but we'll try. It's kind of my job. I should probably try to do that. We'll go ahead and move on to our 1-800-GAMBLER game of the day. We get the Washington Nationals taking on the Miami Marlins. Marlins a minus 119 in this game, total of 7.5. And I will say, last night, this game cost me total chaos. The Nationals cost me total chaos because I had the over 7.5. Higgs had the under 7, and it finished 4-3 in the 10th inning. Where the Nationals had a shot of scoring in the top of the 10th and being able to really help me out. They didn't do it.
Wouldn't you rather that game just end like 1-0 and you not even get that close?
Honestly.
You not even get close. Because I do these total chaoses too. You do way more than I do, but like that's the worst. And when you pick 5 games and you go 4-1, you go 3-0 or 3-1-0.
Technically yesterday it was Higgs was 3-0 and 3-0-2, so 3 wins, no losses, and 2 pushes. Because the Dodgers game was a push and the Minnesota game was a push. I went 2-1-2, 2 wins, 1 loss, 2 pushes. Overall, still profitable. Both of us had profitable days, but
right. It's like hard. You go 4-1 and lose total chaos.
That's fine. I've been on the opposite side of that with Higgs, where I went 5-0, he went 4-1, and so I don't mind. It's all fun. We still
That's what
the big thing with that is I keep putting my name out there.
Yeah. So I just want to compete.
Yeah, I just want to compete.
Yeah, that's all.
Sorry.
I just want a shot, Coach. I just want a shot.
Yeah, but for this one, I'm passing on this game. Obviously, I 1-800-GAMBLER game. I only bet it yesterday because it was the one difference between me and Higgs, and I wanted to have money on it just to know whether or not I won, which kind of sucks. But this one's a pass for me. There's better games on the slate. Don't bother with this one.
Fair enough.
You have the same feeling?
Yeah, I don't have anything on this game. I'm not. I called 1-800-GAMBLER if I bet on this game. So I don't like anything to do with either one of these teams. 2 garbage teams. So you don't know what you're going to get garbage results. So I'm not going to put my money on garbage teams. I like to bet advantages. I'd like to look at an angle, and I don't see an angle. I'd be talking myself into something at that point if I'm betting on this game. I'd rather bet on the Little League World Series.
Yeah, if you have to talk yourself into something, don't
do it.
Don't do it. We'll go ahead and we'll move on. We get the Texas Rangers in Cleveland taking on the Indians, and they'll always be the Indians. Minus 151 for the Cleveland baseball team. There we go. No. Ugly. Total of 9.5 in this game. We get Jordan Lyles taking on Sam Henges in this matchup. Anything in this game?
I got nothing in this game either. There's a stretch here during midday that I'm going to take a nap because I got nothing going on. For me, these games start at 4 o'clock. So I got nothing going on for these. I don't like Texas. I only bet on a Texas game if they're playing somebody of worthy value, and Cleveland is not good. Their record's 500, but I don't think they're deserving of that either. So I don't like anything to do with this game. I don't like a side. I don't like a total. I stayed far away.
Yeah, I'll be on the same boat as you. If anything, it's a lean towards that over because Jordan Lyles has not been good. Sam Hengens has not been good, and both teams have been trending over lately. Even though it's the slightest, 6-3-1 to the over for the Texas Rangers, 5-4-1 for the Indians. It's the slightest of overs, but I'm not betting it. It's not worth it. Once again, we're getting down into the stretch, and we're gonna get some of these games, like that Washington game, like this Texas game, of two teams that do not care.
Yeah,
don't bet on them. Do not bet on them.
It's like preseason football in week 3. These teams are throwing out their minor league guys, see what they have, see if they can hang in the majors. Anybody that's even remotely hurt is sitting down for a while so they can play next year, or you know what I mean. So they've thrown in the towel, and they know they're not doing anything, and so I'm not putting my money on that.
Yeah. Speaking of NFL football, me and Nick will not be doing any NFL football content this weekend, just because it's week 3 of the preseason, and no one cares. It's going to be your third, your fourth, your fifth string players, and I am not trying to pick out which practice squad is better. What I'll probably do is ready for this, bet the under on every single game and go from there.
They're at like 33.
Yeah,
30.
I
saw an over under at 32.5, and I'm like,
I really don't care. Just because we're getting practice squad players, and do we really think practice squad the quarterbacks at least, can really score that much?
Listen, no. I'd take, if there's 10 games, I'd take all 10 of them on a 10-team teaser, and tease them all up to 40 and go under.
What I might do
as a degenerate, and throw $2 on it. What
I might do is do under on every single game for Friday and Saturday, which is 11 games. 11 games, and throw them into like a $1 round robin of 2s, maybe 3s, and just go from there. It's honestly, with all these backups and everything, it's not going to be worth it. But no. We're going to go ahead and get back to baseball for a minute.
Yeah, that's some 1-800-GAMBLER stuff.
Yeah, Latoya says she's staying away from that Marlins. Yeah, we all are. Practice squad defenses too, though. Don't care. I really don't care. Bad defenses can beat bad offenses.
Yeah, they can't catch, and they can't, they can't
catch.
The
defense doesn't have to do much.
Defense, there's not a lot of tackling. There's, nope. There's going to be a lot of sloppy ball. Turnovers. Bet the over on the turnovers if there's a prop for that somewhere.
Yeah, just don't bother betting it. If you're going to bet it, bet the under. And I will say there's probably one play that I would be all right with. And I might try to talk Nick and convince him into letting us put it up as a premium play, as a record booster, I guess. Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Lions. Jesus.
Baltimore Ravens against the football team. Even if we have to lay the 3.5, Baltimore, there's 3 things in life that are guaranteed. Taxes, death, and the Baltimore Ravens winning preseason games for no reason.
What are they, 20-something? And
they have not lost a preseason game since 2015.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
John Harbaugh, guess what? They don't count. Anyways, we got 4 baseball games left. We'll go ahead and get back into this. I know we went off on a little tangent for a minute.
We did.
It's
We're reeling back in. Reeling back in.
Reeling back in for the Minnesota Twins and the Boston Red Sox. What a doozy with this one. Red Sox, a slight favorite at -264. This would be the point where Nick says, oh, but there's value on the Red Sox. No, kidding. With a total of 10 in this game, I'm not interested. Are you?
Yes, I actually took the under 10 at, I think it was like -115 or so. but I like the under in this. It was one of my chaos picks last night. 10's my limit. 10. Can't go over 10. Can't go. If it's 10, I'm going under. Anything over 10. 11s, 12s, whatever they are, I go under. So I get that we have John Gant on the mound and Chris Sale. Chris Sale has been, since back, is pitching lights out. He's hungry. He wants to show that he was possibly a Cy Young contender before he got injured and went on the DL for a minute. Now he's back, and he's pitching well. John Gant is not. Okay, he's a bullpen guy. This is going to be a bullpen game for the Twins. And their bullpen is in the bottom of the division, or bottom of the league for bullpens. Don't get me wrong. Probably one of the top 10 worst.
I'll get the statistics on that.
I really think they're like 6 or 7. Right? I really think. But I think they can get away with not like holding them to 6 or 7 runs. And that's all they really got to do. So that's why I like the under. I think Chris Sale shuts the Twins down. So if that's the case, I think all the runs come from Boston's side and not a lot from Minnesota. So I like the under 10. That was my only play, I think, on that.
Yeah, you mentioned it. The Minnesota Twins are tied in 5th for the worst ERA in the league. They're tied with the Detroit Tigers. And then the only 4 teams that have a worse bullpen are Colorado, Cincinnati, Baltimore, and Arizona. Arizona being the worst bullpen at a 5.41 ERA. So,
that's the second time I set myself up to talk trash about my Tigers.
And then for Chris Sale, yes, he's been very solid. He's pitched 10 innings, 2 earned runs on 11 hits. And he's gotten 2 wins against Texas and Baltimore, I guess. I mean, he hasn't really pitched against
warm-up games. Warm-up games
where he was a minus 316 and a minus 287. It's gone down a little bit. He's a minus 264 today.
Exactly. He's getting a little bit better competition with Minnesota than Baltimore and Pittsburgh. Not much.
Are they really, though?
I mean, no. Probably not. But I'm just saying, it makes sense of the storyline we're working with.
Yep, that works. But no,
but that's all I got. I like the under.
Yeah, we'll keep moving. Hold on, there was one thing. What about Boston first 5? That is going to be very, very chalky, dude.
There was this no value to
Boston
really jump
first
in on.
5 is minus 290. Boston first 5 minus a half run is 195. So, no, I'm not interested. I don't lay that big of chalk. I will say. The only real sport I'm willing to lay a little bit of chalk on, because I bet minus 160s and minus 170 ones, is Counter-Strike. And that's all. So, no, I'm not interested in going after minus 195, first 5 run line for them. And definitely not the run. Should they win? Yes. But am I laying that big of a number? No. We'll go ahead and move on to what I think is, once again, the marquee matchup of the night. And this game kind of annoyed me last night. We get the Dodgers and the Padres. Minus 128 for the Giants. Total of 7.5 in this game. Yeah, I had the under last night in this one. Went 16 innings. I still pushed on it. At least I got a push. But it was 1-1 going into the 8th when I fell asleep last night. I'm like, I'm good. I cashed this one. Profitable day. Let's go. And then it pushed, and I end up being down half a unit. It's like, oh, you know what? Screw you guys. That being said, I'm back on the under today. You get Yu Darvish and Max Scherzer.
That's awesome. Stay consistent.
Yeah, I mean, it was a push. It's not like it lost. You get Max Scherzer, Yu Darvish. And I'm expecting another low-scoring game. I'm expecting both of these guys to go deep in the game and save a little bit on their bullpens because they probably don't have much for bullpens today. Both teams have been heavy trending under lately. 2-6-2 over/under record for the Dodgers. 2-7-1 over/under record for the Padres. Good pitching matchup. Bats that are not hitting well, especially on that San Diego side. Give me the under. Besides Fernando Tatis.
Fair enough. I mean, exactly what he said. I watched most of that game when the Dodgers went up 3-1 in like the 14th or 15th inning. I actually rolled over and thought, all right, I have Dodgers money line. I actually bet the Dodgers money line on Tuesday night, and then rebet it because I forgot about it on Game Time Decision yesterday. So I had two different bets, like an idiot. But for the Dodgers on the money line, I also had the Nerfy in that game. And so I cashed all three of them, barely. But I'm on the Nerfy. I've learned my lesson from yesterday. I don't want nothing to do with the total or the side. I'm just taking the Nerfy. I think that's the safest bet here. Let me look. I had the juice written down, but it's minus 143, so it's a little juicy, but for a Nerfy, but it still stays under that 150 mark for me, and I think that's good money. Scherzer pitching lights out since he came to the Dodgers, really wants to compete with them, and Yu Darvish is in Yu Darvish form. So
I forgot I had the blobfish up. Hold on.
Oh, the blobfish. Jesus.
The blobfish. There we go.
The blobfish. Oh, I just realized
I forgot. I forgot Nick's not here, so I could actually have my backdrop behind me and the full thing.
Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go. I gotta turn my thing.
But yeah, it's gotta be an under for me in this one. I'm not picking a side because if anything, it's towards the Dodgers, but it's gotta be an under in this one.
Fair enough.
And I don't mind your Nerfy.
Well, thank you. It's very nice, Nerfy.
Yes, it is. Well, we have two more games for today. Next one is the New York Yankees at Oakland facing the Athletics. Yankees are a slight favorite at minus 109 at the moment. Total in this game is an 8.5. We get Jameson Taillon taking on James Capillarian. That's the right way to say it.
Sure.
I can't fade the Yankees. I cannot fade the Yankees. I got them today. I got them at a minus 106 when they were pick 'em. And it sucks because I'm a Mets fan and I hate betting the Yankees. But there's value on the Yankees. They're winning. They're making me money. So I'm happy about that. If I have to watch them win, at least let me make money off of it.
It's like me. I can't stand betting on the White Sox. As a Tiger fan, like betting on the White Sox is just hard. But
Yankees, Yankees 11 straight wins, and they're on fire. On the other side, we get Oakland, who is in an absolute tailspin. They're starting to drop down. They're no longer in a wild card spot, and I think that they could. I don't think they get past today. No, but I think that Seattle can actually tie up with them today. And that's kind of crazy to think of, considering that Seattle is big wild card, a big mystery mark right now. I still have my Seattle to win the division bet, but we'll go over more with Seattle in a minute when we go over their game. I like the Yankees in this one. Oakland has lost 8 out of their last 10 games on a spiral. And then I believe there was a little bit of a streak too. Yeah, they've lost their last 4. So I can't bet a team that's lost 4 straight against a team that's won 11 straight. So I'm grabbing the Yankees today.
Fair enough. I'm on the Yankees side too. I don't mind the. I get that they're about an even matchup. I think they're minus 111 or something like that. So is where I have them. But I like the Yankees today. Oakland's just slumping right now, and the Yankees are rolling. I do like the over in this. I gave it out on a Total Chaos last night. A couple people have said that they probably lean more towards the under in this. I just don't want to, I'm on this. I can't stand the Yankees either as a team, but I'm on this bandwagon power train that whatever the hell they're doing, they're playing. I've said it 10 times. I've said it 100. The Yankees are playing late October ball now. They are a powerhouse team, and they are showing everybody at the trade deadline when they went after all those bats, and everybody was like, oh, those guys are, that's terrible. That's terrible moves. Yeah, right.
That was one of them.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, oh, great. Now you got a bunch of guys that either hit a home run or strike out.
Yeah, we were saying that when they're 10 games back, now they're 4.5 games back for the division and won 11 straight. And they're sitting comfortably in that first wild card spot by 3 games over Boston.
Yeah, so that just says that's why we do this, and we don't make moves for major league teams at the trade deadline. I'll say that. I mean, like, so that just is what it is. So, they've proven all of us wrong. So I'm gonna jump on that train, and that 8.5, I like it to go over. I think the Yankees score 5, 6. Win this game like a 6-3. I think it goes over a little bit. Maybe I'm just a little bit too much bought into the Yankees, but I like the Yankees on the side, and I like the over.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all. I'm all over the Yankees today, and that hurts to say, but we got one more game for today. The Kansas City Royals taking on the Seattle Mariners. In Seattle a sizable favorite at a -158. Total of 8 in this game. We get the pitching matchup of Brad Keller for the Royals and the Cooch. We get Yusef Kikuchi today.
Get the Cooch back.
We get the Cooch for Seattle. Love the Cooch.
I want a Cooch jersey.
You know what? I might have to go out and order one. I would totally rock one. Give me a Seattle Kikuchi jersey. I'm all in that. Either him or Flexen, because Flexen's made me a lot of money this year.
Like, Flexen's paid for his jersey a couple times over.
Yes, he has.
Okay. So, yeah, I'd rock that.
I mean, besides the fact that Yusef Kikuchi got absolutely blown up his last time out, 7 earned runs in 2 innings. Granted, it was against the Astros. That's fine. I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to. That was a horrible series for them in general.
I'm not hating on that.
Since then, before then, 3 runs in 4 innings against Toronto, fine. No runs in 5 innings, 1 run in 6 innings. He's been pitching solid. I'm taking that Astros game, throwing it out the window, moving on. You're going up against a Kansas City team who has not been hitting. They've gone under 6 out of their last 10 games. And, I mean, have they been winning? Yes, they've won 7 out of their last 10. Both teams have. But Kansas City has now lost 2 straight. I do really like Seattle. Once again, I still have that Seattle divisional prop. I did not bet Seattle on the money line. I did bet them on the run line. I got them at +115 on the run line today, just because I don't want to lay that -158. And I think if Seattle wins, they won by a couple runs tonight. So give me Seattle -1.5 tonight, and I believe that's a 115.
I like that. I like it. I'm not opposed to that at all. My play for this game is the over the 8. I think Kansas City can give you a 3. And I think Seattle has a very good day. So I like them on the run line. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I could be talked into that very easily, like I just was. But I like the over 8. My problem with this is I see this game ending like a 5-3, and I push. So I like your run line actually a little bit better. I just didn't look at that. But for total chaos, I went over this 8. But, I think Seattle's just a really good team at home, and they are the opposite side on the road. They're a terrible road team, and they're good at home. And Kansas City, they're not Royals. They're not Royals. They're terrible. They're terrible at home. They're terrible on the road. They're Kansas City. Trust me. I know this because the Tigers whoop on them all the time. And they whoop on us. We're both terrible. So, we are. I got no shame in my game, okay? I like the over in this game, and I'm probably going to bet that run line like you just said.
Sounds good. That is the entire baseball slate for today. Broke it down.
All of it.
That's all of it. That's all of it. No football today, and we probably won't be talking NFL anytime until the Thursday Tampa Bay Dallas Cowboy game. Yeah, whenever that is, that'll be the first game. That will be the next NFL game we talk about. I know this weekend with me and Nick, we will be breaking down some college football games which is going to be interesting. I really have not looked at college football that much. I mean, I bet on it, but I'm not like I look more at the statistics. I don't really know the teams. I don't really know the players. I look at the statistics, the numbers, and all that stuff, and go from there. So I'm excited to start jumping into it. We have 7 games for college football on Saturday. We might go over like 3 or 4 of them. I'm not sure if we go over all of them. We'll see. I'll talk to Nick about it. But yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I'm excited for football in general.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
the only game I really have looked at is the Hawaii game, just because me and Nick did a free pick on it, and
I looked a little bit at the Hawaii. Nick's done a free pick video on UTEP in New Mexico, and I've looked at Nebraska, Iowa. I think I'm going to lean towards Nebraska in that game. But we'll see. Before we jump into a recap of everything from today, if you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate the support. Go ahead, check out all of the links in the description with our Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, and Premium Plays. Most important, check out the Twitter. Check out the pinned tweet, because we did hit 100 followers on Twitter, doing a little bit of giveaway over there. Go ahead, check that out. Pinned tweet up there. And then speaking of Picks and Parleys, I know Craig did his show at 10 o'clock today. If you guys want to go check that out, that's on Picks and Parleys. Me and Nick, or me and Lenny, do our show. Me and Lenny will be Tuesday, Thursday, 11 o'clock. Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays, Sundays, 10 o'clock. And Friday will be 11 o'clock with Nick. So a little bit of a weird schedule now with school for Nick and all that stuff. So trying to get all that sorted out. Just keep the notification bell ring so you know whenever we go live. And then after this, probably, I wouldn't be surprised if he started up already. Higgs will have his midday money. Is he live already? Not quite yet. But he'll have his midday money on winning free picks. So go ahead and make sure you check that out. Allie Burns, 1:30 for Morning Wood. Once again, stay tuned for that. Also on the Picks and Parleys channel. Me, Nick, Lenny, game time decision, 6 o'clock today, Eastern Standard Time. There's probably a total chaos tonight at 8:30. Not sure who it is yet. And then tonight, 9 o'clock, Counter-Strike show on ESB. We'll be looking at the new group, Group C. Should be a solid one. We get Navi, FaZe, Mouse Sports, Evil Geniuses, Fnatic, and there was one other team in there that
you got a lot of esports going on, huh?
Yeah, ESL Pro League's going on right now, and that's the big Tier 1 tournament going on. So, yeah, there's games every single day pretty much for the next 2-3 weeks. So, make sure you stay tuned for that, 9 o'clock. If you didn't watch that show already, go ahead, check that out as well today. That's also on our thing. Go check out the Counter-Strike stream from last night. Game started at 2 o'clock, so might want to get those plays in soon.
I'm on some Counter-Strike, the stuff you said yesterday for the show last night, the 3 picks.
Yep.
Obviously,
with today's picks, tread lightly, because it is the last
half unit on everything. Tread lightly.
Because it's the last day of the group, and the best that teams are playing for is positioning. So, seedings for the playoffs. So, keep that in mind. Omar Castro says Angels. Lenny likes the Angels. Nick likes the Angels first 5. I'm off of that game. It's over. I'm sorry.
Yep.
You gotta have that notification bell. I'm pretty sure Higgs is gonna go live soon, so you can go hang out with him for a little bit. But let's go ahead and do a little bit of a recap before we head on out for today. I like the Milwaukee Brewers. I like the White Sox game going under. I like the St. Louis game going under. I like the Mets game going under. I like the Dodgers game going under. I also like the Yankee game. I like the Yankees and the Seattle run line today. Also, keep in mind, check out picksandparleys.net for our premium plays. Best bet is in that Philadelphia and Arizona game. Check that out. Nick's plays for the day. He likes the Angels first 5. Milwaukee first 5. First 5 under in that White Sox game. St. Louis first 5 run line. Mets game, first 5 under, and the Minnesota team total over. And then, Lenny, what do you got?
I got a few things going on. Hold on, waiting for this chat to scroll on the bottom so I can know what I'm doing. Oh, wait, I got it in a private chat. I could probably just go over there.
Oh, right here, right here.
Here it is. Here I am. I'm on the Angels side. I'm on the money line for the whole game. I'm also on the Yerfie in that game. I like some runs to be scored. I do like Milwaukee in the first 5 in the run line if you can get a plus a half a run. White Sox first 5 is just straight up on the money line. And then I got the White Sox Nerfy. Minnesota, Boston, I like that game under. Also the Dodgers and San Diego Nerfy game, Yankees side, and the Oakland Yankee game to go over. And I also like the over in the Kansas City Seattle game. Over 8.
Sounds good. Let's wrap it up. Let's keep in mind what Lenny did the first time he was on the show, and see if he could try to do it again. No, but yeah, that's going to
try and do a little repeat action.
Let's get it. But that's going to wrap it up. Yep. That's going to wrap it up for today's show. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Once again, check out Detroit Lenny. I don't have his Twitter up here. At Detroit Lenny. At Detroit _ Lenny. I retweet all this stuff. And he's part of Picks and Parleys. You should know him by now.
If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Okay?
Yeah, exactly. So that's going to wrap it up for today's stream. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Until next time, let's make some money. Let's cash some bets. Got some baseball today. Let's do it. Good luck, guys.
See you later, guys.